Hello, hello. Check testing, check 1 2. Check testing, check 1 2. Just checking the mic here. Hello, hello. Okay, we're good. I'm back. You're back. We're back with another live stream here. Hope everybody's doing well today on this Wednesday evening. Pretty much I'm behind. I am like over an hour late because I'm supposed to be doing something else here, and it technically should be happening right now. But yeah, had some technical issues. As always, my laptop sucks. And then had something I needed to really, really take care of and handle before I started live streaming. But definitely welcome back to uh, another live stream and/or video if you're watching this later, as we are going to be continuously pushing to do more live streams each and every day to talk about all of our NBA picks as well as NCAA picks, as we are now officially in March Madness for the month of March here for 2025, and I'm already looking forward to NCAA college basketball next year, because I've finally gotten a little more comfortable with my picks for each day. So yeah, gonna look to try to recap as fast as possible for the picks from yesterday. We went 6-4 from yesterday. As I always say, whatever you do, I'm coming off camera real briefly, real quickly. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X. I still call it Twitter. That's what it is. That's what I'm going to call it continuously. At Vortex46 for all of my picks for uh, all of my picks. As we continue to push to get wins, still learning, still looking to push for, you know, undefeated streaks, more wins than losses. Still gonna have losing days. It is what it is. We're gonna go on winning streaks. We're gonna go on losing streaks. That's the name of the betting game, right? Is to continue to push for as many wins as possible. Gain some funds or gain a whole bunch of funds, however you wanna create a bankroll, or just hopefully come out big with a lot of money in your hands. Hey, whatever it is that you want to do when it's pertaining to sports betting, my hope is that you succeed in a great and a tremendous way. But let's recap from yesterday's games here. I'm just gonna go down on my Twitter account, as I always say as well. Here, oops, that's not it. Give me a moment. As always, my laptop moves slowly. I did not mean to click on that one. On that was an accident. Um, but like I said, we went 6-4 yesterday. But 3-2 for both NCAA and NBA, and I'll explain why I really should have went roughly 4-1, but could have definitely went 5-0 had I decided to do something else here. But yeah, let me switch the camera here. I'm just gonna just nudge me about right there. That should work, so you can still see me. All right. As I always say, if you have a let me just make sure that this is. Actually, I hit the wrong thing. But make sure to create a pick an account. This is what it looks like. Here specifically, like I said, I did not mean to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not letting me. There we go. There we go. So yeah, create a Pickett account. This is what it looks like on your phone. Whether you're, I have Android. Maybe, possibly, hopefully, you are, using Android here instead of an iPhone. But hey, if you're an iPhone user, congratulations. Just trying to get this to move a little bit, but this is what it pretty much looks like. Yeah, my laptop sucks. But yeah, 6-4 for yesterday. Let's do that here. Okay. Let me just nudge me just a smidge more. That's the best that I can do. But this is what it looks like when you're on your phone and you see all of your picks and gives you the daily, weekly, yearly, record and all of that. It's really, really cool. But as we see here, like I said, I tried to pretty much get the screen to budge a little bit further. That's the best. Just trying to, so you can see something, right? Oh, that's way too close. Let's fix that there. We're just gonna just do this. All right, so 6-4. So 3-2. So basically, NCAA, I had, like I said, I'm gonna do this real quickly. I had in my losses for college. Why didn't it? Memphis, real quick. This is what happened. I was on a live stream yesterday. I was talking about Memphis playing at UTSA. I looked at the stats. This was a live pick at the end of the stream. Guess what I did? I was getting ready to literally pick UTSA for the spread. You go back and look at it. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go on ahead and take UTSA. But then I seen something on Outlier that said that, maybe more than likely Memphis is going to cover the spread, which was the 8.5. I went with the minus 8.5. Like I said, I was getting ready to take UTSA. Yeah, that's literally what I was going to do, and I switched. Just in that split moment, I said, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to take my Memphis Tigers because they're one of my favorite teams in college. I'm going to go ahead and take them instead. I should have stuck because my gut was telling me. It was my gut. I changed my mind, not my gut, right? And I should have went with my gut, and I didn't. So that's what happened. I lost. That's that loss. That was a live loss. But the other, where are you? There was another loss. I'm trying to find it here. Kentucky took the team total under 85.5. It's right here down here at the bottom. You just can't see you can only see the red right there in the little corner right there, but that didn't cash. I took the team total under. So pretty much over on Outlier, this is what it basically said. Kentucky had been covering under that number, the 86, literally for the last 10 games. There was not a game. The last thing was they didn't go over that mark. And yeah, plus UTSA was only allowing like 70 something points if I remember correctly. So there was that. It was like everything was pointing in that specific direction, and it went the other route. We decided to go out there and ball out. We had like 50 plus points in the first half. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is not going under the 86 points. Yep, we scored 95. So it was literally 9 points more. I mean, excuse me. What is it? Yeah, nine points more. Yeah, so 86. Yeah, 9 points more. So we scored 9 points more, 95 points in total. Yeah, in a win, of course, we won. So had I just decided to take the cover on the number instead, go to spread, it would have worked out. But the 3 wins. I mean, excuse me. The 3 wins were Georgetown to cover the spread, 3 plus 3.5. I felt really great about that pick. Really, really great numbers and everything. Villanova, not Villanova, but Villanova. I called him Villanueva yesterday in the stream a couple times. Had to correct myself, but Villanova numbers were in the right direction. It looked like Villanova was gonna probably, maybe, possibly. I was paying attention to this game. Probably, maybe, possibly win the game and possibly even cover the number. But when I rechecked the game and seen that Georgetown not only covered the spread, but they covered the win in the game, 75-73. That was a cash. And Texas at Mississippi State, I felt really great. This was one of those gut picks that I was like, yo, like I talked about yesterday's stream. I personally felt like that this was a definite lock pick here. And as you see, it was plus 7.5. That number did not move at all throughout the day, as far as I remember. And they won 87-82 on the road. While a lot of the stuff was pointing towards Mississippi State to win and cover last night, that was the right pick. Stack cash. So all in all, 3 wins, 2 losses for college. NBA. Let's talk about the two losses here. The under. Atlanta, 121.5 for them to go under 100. 120.5 for them to go under 121 points. Look what happened. They scored 121. Pretty much this pick. Yeah, once I saw the way the score was going with the game, I pretty much was like, yeah, this isn't cash. This isn't gonna work out. So, yeah, I thought Milwaukee was gonna handle business as far as defense on the road. That didn't happen because plus Atlanta against Milwaukee, Milwaukee was shutting them down as far as scoring too. So everything was working in the favor of the pick. It just went the other way. So that is what it is. And the Pacers, I'm so upset. It was going in that route for them to go over, for them to score 116 points. It was literally going in that route. And yeah, it didn't go the route at all. I'm still upset. They landed on 115, just a point half shy. Just literally just needed a free throw. Just a free throw, and this would have cashed on 116 when I saw the final score 115 to 102. That's why I'm upset that this pick did not cash for me. So all I can say is, what can you do for her, right? It is what it is, and it didn't cash. But had 3 wins. What were the 3 wins? Let's talk about it real quick. I put this one pick together. It's right here. 2-leg parlay. Naismith to score 10 points. Jabari Smith to hit 2 threes. It was more so than the favor was more so Naismith to score points, which he did. He finished with 16, but it was more so Indiana's defense to the small forward position, which is Jabari Smith, as far as the 2 threes where they were holding players to under 2 threes. That was more of the riskier pick. And I always say I like to take risks here on the channel. So yeah, when I woke up the next morning to see that Jabari hit 2 on the nose, I'll gladly take that. It was a plus 150, and I'll gladly take it. Golden State. This one I felt really good about for the Knicks. Reason being is because of the team itself. I talked about it yesterday in length. You can go back and look at it on the live stream from yesterday. I talked about it in length. Pretty much, New York, they suck sometimes in the second half, and they don't have no depth. What can you say about the team? They have all that talent on that team. Tibbs does not trust that bench. That's the reason why he only usually most of the time runs only 8 players. You can't win. You're not gonna, to me, and I believe some of you would agree, that you're not gonna win a championship running just 8 players in a game and having all 5 of your starters averaging 40 minutes a night. It's just not gonna work out. So Golden State went in there and not only got the win, but not only covered the number at plus 4.5, but they got the win by plus 11 points. I should have taken them on the plus 11 instead of maybe possibly taking Atlanta on their team total under. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much what that was. So that's those 2 picks, and there's one more. Oh, it's right there. RJ Barrett. He's right there. RJ to score 18.5 to score 19 points. He was sitting on 18 for most of the third quarter. I just need him to score 20. Luckily enough that it wasn't like a blowout situation. Luckily enough to Orlando decided to come back in the fourth quarter when Toronto was up walking into the fourth quarter. And of course, luckily enough, RJ was able to get 3 more points in the fourth quarter. He, like I said, he finished with 18 and through 3 quarters, and then once the fourth quarter, I was like, all I need is just a like literally just a free throw, dude. Literally get 19 and I'm good, right? And I saw that he scored 21, so I'll take it. So that was so the RJ Barrett pick was the first lock pick. The team total under for Atlanta Hawks was the second lock pick, and I went 1-1 for the month of March, and I'm officially now 2 wins, 5 losses, and 1 because the Wizards that I took from 2 or 3 days ago when I wanted them to cover, it was a -1 to cover the first quarter, excuse me, against Charlotte. That didn't cover at all. Didn't do anything. It just like voided out or whatever it is. So that's is what it is. So that's that. Now let's get ready to do it. What you all are really here for, and that's to dive into these picks for tonight. Like I said, I'm starting super late. These games are getting ready to start. Some of the games have already started, but I'm just gonna dive into my picks for today. Like I said, I'm trying to rush through today because there's something I'm way behind. I need to really dive into what I wanted to talk about here, which also means I'm gonna have to take another live pick here. And I was thinking about doing it right now, like here at the beginning of the stream, just because it would benefit me more that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that basically. So let's see. It was more so for college because I have 5 NBA picks. Oh, none. I have 5 NBA picks, and I have 4 NCAA picks, and I need 1 more to make it a full active 10 picks. So let's see. I don't know what's going on with Outlier right now. Well, while I'm waiting, let's just go over to Twitter and we could just talk about what I picked. We'll do that for now. But also too, while that is going on, let me just go in here, see what I can find. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go on ahead and do this real quickly, real briefly. And this is 2 and okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. The pick that I'm actually gonna take is right here in front of my face. I was like, this one I was looking at a few times earlier today. Maryland at Michigan State. I'm gonna take Maryland for the spread. It's gonna be 4.5. I think it was actually 5.5 at one moment, but it's over on Caesars, -110. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in right now before, hopefully before the game starts. Oh, never mind. The game already started. The game's already going. Never mind. Dang it. Something told me to take that pick earlier today. Let's see what's going on with this game real quick. Look at this. Maryland's winning 30-22. Dang it. Let me see if I can find something else real quickly. What's that game? All right, I'm thinking about the Marquette game here. Marquette at Connecticut. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead look because I'm like I said, I'm like behind, so I'm just like upset that I'm behind. Marquette is actually the underdog in this game. Let me see if it fixed here. Nope. Okay, looks like it's deciding to work here. Okay, so Marquette is 3-2 to covering the number. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. So Marquette is 2-3 to cover the number on the road, while Connecticut is 1-4 to covering the number at home. Head-to-head matchup. Connecticut has covered all 4 of the last games that they played against each other, and they actually covered at Marquette. It was a +6.5 on the 1st of February. So I'm gonna but see again, per outlier, 2-3 sounds better than 1-4, right? So let me do that. Let me go with that spread. This is live. I'm here. It decided to finally pop up, but I'm gonna it's the 8:30 game. I'm gonna go on ahead and take the spread here. Because like I said, if you look at, pull it up so I can show you. If you look at the actual game, the stats and stuff here, like I said, Kentucky at home. Last 4 games alone, they're 1-4. So you're like, you know, it might be the best bet for you to possibly take this number, but look at what they've been doing: 93 to 79, 66 to 59, 68 to 62, 71, 61, 80, 78. But again, per the actual cover numbers here on the left here, they haven't covered. While Marquette, like I said, 2-3, they're like a little bit better. So they've only won 2 games on the road too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? No, let me see. What are their defense? Let me see. It's not really showing what I wanted to see. Connecticut's 12-2. As far as home games are concerned. You know what? Yeah, let me do Connecticut for the spread here. So just lock this in real quick. Here on live. There it is. Locked it in. That's that. All right. Now let's dive into what I was trying to talk about. The other 4 picks is Cincinnati. I decided to go with them on the spread. They are at home. Just gotta find the games here. Gonna try to be quick. 9.5 for them to cover at home against Kansas State, the Wildcats. So pretty much, Kansas State last 5 games they are 3-2 on the road against the number. Cincinnati at home 4-1. It was pretty much simpler for me to choose this specific pick. It is a big number, but I just said, you know what? Let me just go on ahead. Plus, looking at what Kansas State have been dealing with over the last 5 games, yes, they did get blown out once over the last 5 games. So that's the only other thing that I can say that would have caused me to take them on a plus 9.5. But I'm just going to go ahead with the home team here and hope that they do win by 10 points tonight. Next up, like I said, I'm just going to just breeze through and run through a lot of this because I have some stuff that I got to talk about with the NBA anyway. Next up was the Missouri-Oklahoma game for the over. Where are you? Maryland. Where are you? Looking for Missouri. Where are you, Missouri? Here we go. Took the over. So I grabbed it at 161.5. It dipped down, as you see, to 159.5. So pretty much, Oklahoma at home, they are 4-1 to the over the last 5 games, while also to Missouri is 4-1 to the over. Head-to-head matchup. The under hit earlier this year on the 12th of February. So I just decided to go with the over because it just, both teams have been pretty much cashing that the last 5 games on a higher than 50%, roughly 90% basis. So that's that pick. Next up, I forgot to say this one I grabbed over on betting DraftKings minus 105 for the over. Next up was Wisconsin to cover the spread on the road here tonight, minus 102 on FanDuel. Let me see. They are taking on Minnesota. So as you see, the number dipped down to 6.5, which is fine. I grabbed it at plus 7.5, like I mentioned. So Minnesota at home. Let's look at this. Last 5 games, they are 2-3 to the number. 3 straight games they haven't been able to cover at all. Right? Well, no. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the right. Never look at this spot here. This is the actual number that you're betting on for the night. This is the spots here. So they're 1-4 to covering the number. So they haven't been able to do it. But Wisconsin is 3-2 to covering the number here. So we're just gonna go on ahead and take it. But here is what this looked like for the head-to-head matchup. As long as it decides to work here. One and one per covering a number between both teams. So that's the thing that I decided to take per that one. And the next one, which is probably the last one. Yes, last pick is Texas Tech to fade their team total points against Colorado. Now again, I faded my Kentucky Wildcats last night. Like I said, everything was aiming towards them to not go over their team total points. Let's see what happens tonight in this 8 p.m. game against Colorado. The last time I went against Colorado, I cashed. Let's see if I can go 2-0 because again, I haven't picked anything for Colorado at all this year. And the last time I did, which was I think 2 days ago, that pick cashed in that game. Once again, apologize for my laptop being slow, but we can do this while we're waiting because like I said, my laptop's being strange here. Come on, baby. That's the thing. I gotta do something with my laptop for a whole nother hour. Grr. So, BetMGM for them for fading Texas Tech on their team total points was just 80.5 for them to go under 81 points. they pretty much are 4-1 to the number. I can see it from here on the screen. Just like dag, like. There we go. So it's minus 125 on BetMGM for them to go under 81 points. Per what Outlier was showing, they're averaging 74 points. Let's see if it pulls up now. There we go. So it's 80 and a half. Here we go. Come on, laptop. So yeah, last 4 games, 4-1 to going under their team total points, averaging 74 points. I can't remember. So last 10 games, 70%, 7-3 to going under, averaging 78 points, 74 points last 5. Colorado's defense, they're allowing 72 points over the last several games, so that's pretty much why I grabbed it. And there's no head-to-head information, so that's pretty much that one. So that is that, and we are pretty much done with that. So let's dive into our 5 picks, 5 plays here, 5 picks, 2 lock picks here, and then 3 regular picks here. But as always, gonna hopefully do a little bit different, but still kind of breeze through this stuff. So the first lock pick that I grabbed was Heat Cavs, right? Heat at Cleveland. Decided to go with the over. So it actually dipped down. Now here's the thing. Last time this did this, it went the other route when I was fading a total. This was 2 nights ago. Let me see if I can pull up what I want to pull. I have some graphs here. See if I can pull this up real quick. Where are you? NBA. Where's my NBA graphs? Where are you? Here we go. Okay. Oakley dokely. Here we go. Let me I'm gonna bring. That's not what I wanted to do. Why did you do that? That's not nice. There we go. But let me fix that. I don't like that. There we go. I guess that's the best that I can do. All right. Graph here. Actually, let me just, I was going to try to fix the camera to make it work better, but it's just not doing what I wanted to do. It's okay. But this is what it looks like for the graph here. Miami, like I said, at Cleveland, they are records 29-31 to Cleveland's 50-10. Cleveland is favorite, minus 480. The spread was minus 11, or should I say 11? Is dipped up to 11 and a half. So numbers fluctuating and stuff like that. So now Cleveland is minus 650, and Miami is plus 600 now. It was plus 390 at the time. Miami is 4-6 the last 10 games, while Cleveland is 10-0 over the last 10 games. So here's the thing with the pick itself, right? Let's come off. Let me come back. So like I said, I went with the over, but I grabbed it at 227. I grabbed it at 227. Again for the over. The Jover. Cleveland at home. Last 5 games, they're 4-1 to this number, while Miami is 3-2 to going over. Last game they went under against Atlanta on the road on the 24th on their last road game. They only scored 184 points. But head-to-head matchup. Let's look at it. The last, that's away. There we go. The last 6 games, they're 3-3 to the over. But technically, this season, they're 2-0 to the over. So we're gonna stick with this over here because of this specific spot here. That's the main reason why I decided to go with it. So that is what it is. And next lock pick. I'm going against the grain. I'm saying screw it. So, going with the spread. Right? So, the spread here, Boston hosting the Portland Trailblazers. Originally, it was 10.5 per the spread. Boston favorite minus 480 to Portland's plus 380 at the time. Portland's 28-34 for the season. Boston's 43-18. Boston is 7-3 the last 10 games, while Portland is 5-5. The total is 225.5. So I was mulling over this pick for a good roughly hour or so, really looking at this, and I just said, you know what, I'm just going ahead and take this number. So at the time, when I looked at the injury report, let's see what it looks like now. We already know that for Portland, Ayton's out, he's not playing. Grant's out, he's not playing, blah, blah, blah. But Portland's been balling. So let's really look and see who's not playing tonight. So for Boston, Boston had a game time decision for all of their starters, technically, basically, right? But as we see here, Drew is now not playing. Drew Holiday's not playing now. Porzingis is not playing now, and Tatum's not playing now. So that means that Derek White's playing because he was game time decision, and Jaylen Brown is playing. He was game time decision. So there's that. So I decided to go with the 10.5. As you see, it dipped down to 7.5. So that's a few points lower than what I grabbed it at. Again, I'll show you proof on my Twitter. DraftKings minus 110 plus 10.5. I grabbed it here. I decided to go with it. So that's that pick. And we will see what it do, simply because Boston at home the last 5 games. Let's look at the stats and information here. Again, like I said, per the injury report, that was like one of the main reasons why I decided to go with it. But Boston the last 5 games, they are 3-2 to the number ATS. While look at this, Portland is 3-1-1 to the number. Portland has been handling business the last several games, really just balling out. So I'm just going to continue to ride this wave with them, but I'm going to take this risk. As I always say, this is the type of risk that I love taking. I'm going with Portland for the spread, but then, like I said, I got it at 10.5. That's that one. Third pick, going with another over here. Let's see. Sacramento at Denver for the over, aka Jover. Let's grab the graph here. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. So, this is what the graph looks like. Sacramento, they're 32-28 to Denver being 39-22 on the season. Denver at the time was minus 270, while Sacramento was plus 222. But now when we're looking at it now, Denver's minus 245 and Sacramento's plus 215. I grabbed the, like I said, I grabbed the over in this game, which was 236. It dipped down by half a point to 230, 235 and a half. So also too, as you see, both Sacramento and Denver are 7-3 in the last 10 games. But the over for them, this is what it says. This is what it's showing. Denver at home, per the over the last 5 games, they're 3-2 to covering the over the last 5 games. While the issue is Sacramento is 1-4, so I decided to still go with the over anyway, and here's why. Let's look at this. When they play against each other, the last 6 games they're 4-2 to the over, and that's why I decided to grab it. This is the main reason why. It's more so the matchup, more than what the stats of the current teams for Sacramento and Denver were. This is it. This is it right here. So that's that one. Next up, I'm gonna just stay off camera, is Dallas team total under BetMGM minus 130 against Milwaukee. I'm gonna retest Milwaukee's defense. I just decided to go on ahead and try again, this time with Milwaukee being back at home. Dallas again, for them to go under 109 points, 108 and a half. This dipped up a little bit to 138. Let me pull up the graph. This is what it looks like. Dallas is 32-30 on the season, while Milwaukee's 35-25. At the time, Milwaukee was minus 405, while Dallas was plus 328. The spread was 9.5, and the total was 225.5. Dallas is 5-5 in the last 10 games, while Milwaukee is 8-2 over the last 10 games. Well, let's look at this specific spot here. Dallas is averaging 110 points over the last 10 games, but the last 5 games are actually averaging 104. So they've actually been hitting the mark 4-1 over the last 5 games. But Milwaukee's defense is actually allowing 113 points. Head-to-head matchup. This is something interesting. Dallas is actually 0-3 to going to covering this 109 here. They've gone over it. Their average against Milwaukee is 120, 119.6. So this is a risk. We're going to see what happens. Main reason I decided to go with it is simply because Kyrie went down in the last game. Hardy is not playing in the game as well. So I decided to go with that as well as a pick. And the last pick here for the night, I decided to go with Detroit Pistons. I'm kind of upset that I didn't grab this earlier, super earlier. I looked at this last night when the lines opened. They were a plus 1.5, and I didn't grab it. They're heading to the Clippers here. Let me grab the graph again. Once again. I put this together just before the stream too. So Detroit, look at this, 35-27. I love this, what this looks like. While the Clippers are 32-29 over the last for the season. Pistons are favored at minus 180. Well, at the time it was minus 180. 4.5. The spread decided to dip up. The total is 219.5, and the Clippers are 4-6 the last 10 games, while Detroit is 9-1 the last 10 games, and I really love that look. But let's look at the spread here. Clippers at home currently 3-2 to ATS the last 5 games, while Detroit is 4-1, 4-0-1. Because the last game they did not cover, they didn't do anything, didn't win, didn't lose. It looked like just like voided itself out. So there's that. We can look at the head-to-head matchup. head-to-head matchup, actually, Detroit is actually 1-2 to covering the number against the Clippers, whether at home or away. So, yeah, we're going to see how this works out. But if you look here at the bottom here, Detroit, it says Detroit is 18-3-1 against the spread in their last 22 games versus top 10 scoring defenses. So, so we'll see what happens with that pick moving forward. And yeah, that's all 10 picks that I did my best to run through, did my best to, you know, give the best information and all of that. The stream is under an hour. I will gladly take it. That's a lovely spot there that I love. Again, apologize for the late start and everything going on with my laptop and stuff and whatever else is going on online here. Tried my best. I was able to put some graphs together, trying to put these graphs together. Yeah, this is what content creation is about. Put it in extra hours or whatever, minutes, seconds, or whatever, to be able to hopefully give you all some entertainment here and just comfortability and stuff and just enjoying each other's company. But with that, let's see what we can do with these 10 picks tonight. This hopefully, because again, like I said, last night I could have went technically 7-3. That was technically really the best number had I decided to just simply swap the UTSA Memphis Tigers spread. Like literally, like I said in yesterday's stream, you can go and check it out for yourself. I was getting ready to take the spread for UTSA, but I changed my mind. I didn't go with my gut, changed my brain thinking and say, you know what, I'm gonna go with my Memphis Tigers. And yeah, I should be 7-3. But all in all, I could have been technically 5-0 for college instead of what I was really was supposed to be, which was 4-1. So let's see what happens tonight. Hope for the best. Hope you all have a successful betting night as well. And I will hopefully talk to you all hopefully with my 2 lock pick video for tomorrow, and then be on the lookout for my live stream tomorrow evening, hopefully a little bit earlier than today. And then we will also then prepare for my Friday morning live stream for Friday's NBA and NCAA picks, because that's my day off and I can then be able to really be prepared and stuff like that